Hey everyone! Welcome to tonight's edition of Color the Kitty. It appears I've already gotten started crafting here. I'm already going for it. Alright, so let me find my buttons. Let's just get started. So, what's going on tonight is card making, and I have a project in mind. I have no idea if it's going to turn out or not, but we're just going to wing it and see what happens. So here we go. I'm mildly curious now. What size is this colored piece I did a while ago? Because that might factor how I'm doing this tonight. So it's just 6 inches. Okay. Not where I want to go with it, but alright. In the meantime, let's do some trimming. Oh no, I'm cutting up my artwork. Oh no, but that's okay. Because it needs to be done. That way I can get the edges cut to where they need to be. And then, so I've got that so far. Oh, we got a bit of a cut off there, but that's okay. And then just off the top, I'm just gonna already bring it down. Okay, so we've got a weird image here happening. That's okay. And then while we're at it, I'm just gonna get a card base cut the classic size, which is 5.5 inches. And we're just gonna wing it. And realizing that is going to quietly cover most of the card base so far. Yeah, no, that's bigger than I intended, but let me work with it for a bit. We'll work with it. In the meantime, I'm just going to fold this in half. Alright, and then... yeah, let's bring that size down a little more, actually. Bring back the paper trimmer, because we'll keep the top. But let's just... 5.5 inches. Apparently it's crooked. Go figure. There. There, I've cut my picture officially. So that should work with what I'm going with here. Yep. That should work. Alright, so then now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some cutting. So I've got 2 sets of scissors. I've got regular, I've got little snips somewhere over here, which are hiding on me. Snipsies, where are ya? As I look for them. They are here somewhere. They are definitely hiding. I must have used them recently. Oh, I found them, Okay. So 2 sets of scissors. Let me put some of this stuff back. I don't need right now. Alright. I want to cut out the white because I'm thinking of doing something interesting. So feel free to get a coffee and come back later. I should be walking the pup, but I'll do that after this video, after I kind of get this cutting done to where I want it to be. All I knew tonight was I looked at this image and I'm like, I'm doing this image. And that was my only plan. I had no other plan in mind. Because occasionally I do take my artwork, as in my coloring, and just turn it into something. Hence this one. So I'm just going to continue poking these pieces out, cutting away. So how are you doing today? How is everything? Today was okay. Just work, and then at home with this parking paving thing happening. I came home I couldn't even get in my own driveway because somebody was blocking it. How dare they? And of course, I'm getting an idea on what to do with this project tonight. As you can see, now I'm getting this cut effect happening. Alrighty. The unfortunate part is we're going to lose some of that side, but we'll work with it. I'm just now lost in my head. Alright, well let's... Big scissors are nice sometimes for just overall cutting. Alright, so let's... Because I'm right-handed, I'm just going to actually officially start from the right. And of course I've had my meds, so my eyes are starting to tell me things that maybe I need to take it easy tonight. However, we are crafting. Okay, next up. And this was just originally colored pencils, this picture. Nothing fancy at all. Okay, so this section we are going to use, I'm just going to finish trimming it and then put it off to this side. So we'll come back to it in a little while. Once I get all my trimmings done here, hopefully without cutting myself. That is really important. Okay, so we've got that piece that will go on. So then essentially just keep cutting. Got a whole bunch of these to get through. So I might just combine it at the end back into the picture. does get a little tricky trying to cut this. There's actually a phrase in the back, but it's kind of half gone now. Alright. Yeah, just keep on cutting. This picture was randomly selected because it was on top of my finished pictures pile, so would have helped if I did a little more planning ahead of time, but that is not my style. Although I have no idea what I'm doing on YouTube later. How's that for giggle? And actually, when I did this picture, I was not quite a fan of the color choices of how it turned out, but it's still a cool picture. Yeah, we're getting there, slowly, almost. Oh, apparently I got an email somewhere. It's probably junk. Usually is lately. Alright, we're almost there. And that section on the inside, I'm so not doing tonight because I don't have the headspace to do it. Alrighty. But as I was kind of saying, I think it was, I forget where I said it tonight, in which Facebook group or page or whatever, but part of this is just play. It's just take something concept and see what I can turn it into. And that's kind of how I do my weekly videos, is play. Like sometimes I prep, sometimes I do pre-plan, but mostly no. I just wing it. Alright. Okay, we've got our pieces cut, so doesn't that now kind of look cool? So then we're going to take our card base. We're going to take a look at it so we can kind of do some planning. And just kind of lay it on there. And then this will have to go on as well. So because of that, I don't want to glue it yet. I want to see it so I can decide how I'm doing this. And yes, I could have cut more true to size, but I didn't, but that's okay. So what I want to see is, I have this white space up here. I want to cover it up, and to do so, I'm going to use the stamps from the current Paper Pumpkin kit, just this dots thing happening and just dot up the top pretty good. Kind of like what I was doing earlier. I'm in the dot mood. Alright, so then just ink it nicely and go for it. And the advantage is I can do multi-generational stamping. I can stamp off, I can stamp wherever. Just want to fill in that, oops, I just stamped myself. That white space. That's the idea here, is just fill it in with something at least. Nothing fancy. It's gonna mostly get covered up anyway. Just have something going on. And I think I'm gonna do like 3 rows of it. Just that way, if anything's poking through, it shall be dealt with. I know I'm not turning it very well. Another email. Okay, so there. That way, when I put on this, we've got some background stuff happening. That way, let me see again. Do I need to do anything else? No. That looks pretty neat. I like it. Okay. It doesn't have to got a little white piece there, but maybe I'll cut it out. Hold on. Now I'm gonna cut it out. I wasn't, but I am. Alright, so then let's start gluing. Okay, let's get the main portion in. I'm just gonna grab some stamp and seal. That way I can get the bottoms. Now I'll admit the stamp and seal is a little stubborn. I have to kind of prime it to get her to work. And then try to get some across the top here. Kind of. Once it lets me, like I say, the stamp and seal is a little finicky. Alright, we got some happening here. Not the greatest, but... And I'm just gonna kind of sort of drop it right on the bottom. Because I like how it's kind of feathery sticking up, kind of thing. And as for this guy, I'm gonna grab some other adhesive. I have some glue dots to use. That should help it along. Because I need some small adhesives for this one. I'm going to grab a pokey stick. And that way put it along the base of it and hopefully it stays on pretty good. Hopefully. One can hope. Just gonna add a little more. One more. Just want some extra adhesive on there. Oh, I just put that in the wrong baggie. Oh. And I really gotta walk the pupsy. He's staring at me. Alright, just gonna put my dimensionals away. Put that over there. Okay, so for all these guys, I'm gonna peel off the white caps. Another email. It's like email central tonight. Alright. One more. Okay. So we've got this piece. We've got some adhesive on there. I'm just going to line her up. And there we go. There's a cool looking card. And that's just using a piece of artwork. And then, yeah. That's pretty darn cool. I actually really like it. Just something different. Yeah. Something unique. Something very Color Kitty-esque. And then to finish, I'm just going to stamp the back. Once I find all my pieces here. Because I admit, I am getting scattered. It's almost bedtime. Alright, and then just stamp the cat on there. Meow. And clip the ear a little, but that's okay. I'm just going to grab the angel policy. Alright, grab some ink. And this is the Created By stamp, which is created by me. Color to Kitty. And then because I did use some sort of Stampin' Up in here with the stamp. Go figure. And because I used the Created By, which is by Stampin' Up. Just going to pop that on, and that card is done. So there we go. There's a uniquely different card for tonight. Oh, I am burpy. Alrighty, so there we go. Cool. Unique way of using artwork, just to make something cool. Alrighty, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty neat. Alright, so everybody, I'm going to jet off for the night. Thank you for watching. Feel free to hashtag replay and such and catch me next week. Next week, ooh, I'm not even sure my plan is right now. Oh, I am ready for a nap. Alrighty, bye everybody. See you next time.